Strictly Come Dancing is right around the corner, as 12 acts hustle to earn the coveted Glitterball trophy in the BBC ballroom. Ahead of the 2020 season, BBC bosses have finally unveiled the new lineup, featuring a star-studded list of actors, athletes and more. This year promises to be like no other, with the first same-sex dance pairing and a whole raft of social distancing measures in place. Though the official start date for the new season of Strictly has yet to be confirmed, the series is expected to debut in late October. Below we take a look at the famous faces taking part, with an EastEnders, Good Morning Britain presenter and YouTube sensation in the mix. Maisie Smith. Read more related articles. EastEnders star Maisie Smith, who plays Tiffany Butcher in the Walford soap opera, is taking her TikTok moves to the UK's most famous dance floor, joining the Strictly family. The 19-year-old beauty insisted she could be a dark horse on the show, with some dance training already under her belt. On top of that, the soap star used her time during the quarantine to create a heap of content for TikTok account enlisting the help of her lookalike mum. Maisie and her flame-haired mum Julia have been taking part in joint dance routines for their fans, taking on some of the app's most beloved formats. So far, the duo have already tested out Doha Cats Say So, Calabria 2007 Billionaire, and Will. Idotums Big and Chunky. Max George. Read more related articles. Max George is the next Strictly hopeful, following in the footsteps of his The Wanted bandmate Jay McGuinness, who won the 2015 series. As a former boy band member, the 31-year-old singer-songwriter has a knack for choreographed dance, potentially giving him a leg up in the competition. No doubt rooting for him from the sidelines, Max's girlfriend Stacey Giggs, who was formerly married to footballer Ryan Giggs, is likely to be his #1 supporter on the show. Clara Amfo. DJ Clara Amfo is leaving the airwaves to take part in Strictly, having risen to fame with her mid-morning show on BBC Radio 1. Clara's BBC colleague, Nick Grimshaw, was the first to learn she had been signed for Strictly, as she accidentally told him about the stint weeks before it was officially announced. Many will recognize the 36-year-old's vocals from Coach Trip, as she landed a gig as the show's narrator back in 2016. Earlier this year, Clara made an impassioned speech in the wake of George Floyd's death, receiving praise for her openness in discussing racism and the effect it had on her own mental health. J.J. Chalmers. Royal Marine J.J. Chalmers, who went on to become a TV presenter after suffering devastating injuries in Afghanistan, is the next major name to join the lineup. The 33-year-old was injured in a bomb blast in Afghanistan 9 years ago, suffering facial injuries, losing 2 fingers and shattering his right elbow. "3 years later, he defied the odds and won a medal in the non-amputee cycling race for the UK at the Invictus Games, leaving his family overjoyed. Thrilled about his Strictly debut, he said, "10 years ago, I was preparing to join 42 GDU Royal Marines, to start ramping up training to deploy to Afghanistan. Somehow, now I'm about to start training, ready to join the cast of Strictly. What a decade, eh?" Jamie Lang, after a traumatic knee injury forced him to pull out of last year's production. Made in Chelsea legend Jamie Lang has also signed up for the 2020 season of Strictly. Jamie had been partnered with series champ Team Abuse, having perfected routines before a nightmare fall left him unable to walk. With just weeks remaining before the series began, the reality star was replaced by Emmerdale actor Kelvin Fletcher, who later went on to win the Glitterball Trophy. This year, he plans to claim his title on the dance floor, saying, "I'm over the moon that I actually get to come back and dance again." Nicola Adams. Boxing superstar Nicola Adams is another famous face to join the Strictly lineup, making history as half of the first same-sex dance couple. The 37-year-old retired from boxing with an undefeated record last year, securing the coveted WBO female flyweight title. On top of that, the Olympic champ was a fan favorite during her recent stint on Celebrity Gogglebox, cracking jokes from the sofa with her girlfriend Ella Baker. Speaking about her Strictly same-sex pairing on BBC Breakfast, she said, "I think it's really important. It's definitely time for change. It's definitely time to move on and be more diverse, and this is a brilliant step in the right direction." Caroline Quentin. Another famous face to join the show is actress Caroline Quentin, who many will recognize from hit shows Men Behaving Badly and Jonathan Creek. The 60-year-old star was also beloved as copper DCI Janine Lewis in the Manchester crime drama Blue Murder. Caroline has another famous face rooting for her in the competition. Her longtime pal and former co-star Amanda Holden has shown her support for the actress. Speaking to Mail Online, the BGT star said, "She was a real inspiration to me when I started out in my career. She is a great example of a strong, fierce, funny woman, and I hope she smashes it." Jackie Smith. Next up, the UK's first female Home Secretary Jackie Smith is hitting the ballroom floor, lacing up her dance shoes with a professional partner. Jackie was in the position of Home Secretary from 2007 to 2009 under Labour's Gordon Brown. However, the 57-year-old politician made headlines 11 years ago when she was forced to step down from her role after an expenses controversy. Bill Bailey. Strictly Come Dancing bosses have confirmed Bill Bailey has joined the lineup for the BBC show, bringing some comedy to the dance floor. The 55-year-old regularly appears on hit panel shows Never Mind the Buzzcocks, Have I Got News for You and QI, making for one of the UK's most beloved comics. Though he is best known for his stand-up work, the Somerset-born funny man has also acted in popular TV series such as Black Books and Skins. Ranveer Singh GMB fans will be delighted to see ITV's Ranveer Singh swelling under the disco ball, as the broadcaster leaves Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid behind to take part in the show. The 43-year-old presenter has been a popular fixture on the show since 2014, having previously landed her big break on the BBC. Ranveer's ITV colleagues have already shown their support for the anchor, with Piers joking the decision to take part was either career-enhancing or career-ending. Confirming her nerves ahead of her Strictly debut, Ranveer said, "The initial feeling of being confirmed for Strictly is one of complete terror. Feels like embarking on a roller coaster, where you really want to do it but you are equally scared. Hopefully after the first dance I will feel exhilarated rather than sick." Jason Bell. NFL star Jason Bell is the next recruit to join the Strictly ranks, bringing some US charm to the arena. The 42-year-old beefcake formerly dated Girls Aloud singer Nadine Coyle, and the two share a daughter together, little Anaya, 6. On top of that, the former professional football player was a cornerback for major teams like the Dallas Cowboys, Houston Texans and New York Giants over the span of his career. Plugging his appearance on the show, Jason wrote, "Delighted to be announced as a contestant on this year's Strictly. See you on the dance floor. HRVY, whose real name is Harvey Lee Cantwell, was the final act confirmed for the 2020 lineup, appealing to younger viewers. Described as a pop sensation, the 21-year-old worked as a presenter on CBBC's Friday Download and has been a supporting artist for Little Mix. HRVY's music has a cult following on YouTube, and the youngster is due to release his debut studio album Can Anybody Hear Me? later this year. Strictly Come Dancing is expected to kick off on BBC One Saturday, October 24th.